So the next book out in Germany is Level. It's the sequel to Silo, and in this book you meet a character named Donald, who is one of the people tasked with the design and the building of the silos, and you get to learn how the silos came to be. And what's great is it carries this character forward into the world that Juliet lives in the first book, and you see some of what happens to Juliet through Donald's eyes. So for the first time you're going to meet some of the people in silo number 1 and find out what the bad guys are up to. So this book is really special to me. I wrote this book for me and the other readers who are like me, where we read a great story like Silo or Cormac McCarthy's The Road or The Hunger Games or Divergent, and you find this world that's very broken, but we're never told how the world broke. We don't get to see, the story just starts with everything already really horrible. And I've always, as a reader, wanted to know, well, what happened? How did the world get like that? And it's very difficult as an author to tell that story, which is why we tend to skip right past it. But this book gave me an opportunity as a reader to answer that question. And I had a lot of emails and readers asking me, so what happened? How did everything get this way? And this is my opportunity as an author to answer that question for readers, especially myself. This book has been very special for me because when you have a book that does really well, when you have a big success, it's really difficult to write the next book knowing a lot of people are going to be reading it. So this book was a way for me to overcome that and remind myself that I'm really writing a story that I'm going to enjoy. I'm writing a story for my wife, for my mom to enjoy, and not think about the popularity of the first book. And the reception this book has had and how many people think that of the trilogy, this is their favorite book, that means a lot to me. It's a very scary thing to follow up a big success. And I'm very grateful to readers who have made this book an equal success. And that's made it very special for me. Yeah, I have so many things I want to do in life. I've worked in a lot of industries. I've had a lot of wonderful adventures. My dream since I was very young has been to sail around the world, ever since I read about Joshua Slocum doing it back in the turn of the 20th century. So my dream is still to get on a sailboat one day and to sail around the world. And my wife is on board, so I think maybe in the next 4 or 5 years we'll probably get a boat and go have some adventures. The great thing is I can still do all my writing at sea, and maybe without an internet connection I'll get even more writing done. And you'll just have to follow my adventures, and I'll check in whenever I pull into a port. Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone. It's a huge honor to have I never thought when I was writing books as a bookseller back in the United States that anyone in my country would read my books. And once people started, I never thought, well, I thought that would be it. That just some people, friends and family and people in my town or my country would read my book. But when I found out people overseas had the same passion for these stories, it was a huge honor. And it's meant for me that I get to travel. Right now I'm in Munich, and I was just in Berlin, and this last year I got to visit Frankfurt. And so for me it means a huge thrill to know that people are enjoying my stories, but also that I get to travel and meet my readers all over the world. So what I want to say to you all is thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You've sent me on an amazing journey, and none of this would be possible without you.